Now let's take you back to New Hanover in Kwazulu-Natal, where officials are searching for 3 people who were swept away by flooding yesterday. Silethiwe Ndlovu joins us live from there now. Silethiwe, perhaps you can share with us the latest with regards to that search operation. Any news?
Well, at this point, Arabile, we haven't received any indication in terms of whether those 3 people have been found. However, we do know that disaster teams and search and rescue teams, were deployed to this area last night, where they were, of course, looking for those 3 individuals. It's also not clear in terms of how they were actually swept away. It's not clear whether they were inside their residential properties, whether they were inside vehicles or trying to cross damaged bridges. But we are told that those different disaster teams will be in this area to quantify the situation. But as you can see at this particular moment, there's much damage to a number of homes. And I'm actually going to try and bring in now residents from the area that are going to speak to us about what actually transpired in the late hours of yesterday. Mhlawumbe uqala ngawe nje sisuzethu, siyabonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho ukusichazela nje ukuthi isimo size siba kanjena kwenzakaleni ntambama.
Kuvele nje kwaqhamuka amanzi eqhamuka ngala ngokomagxazana amaningi nje angazi, kodwa ngoba imvula ibingasaniki ibisina kancane aqhamuke nje emaningi, angiyazi mina lento eyenzekile.
Mhlawumbe ukusichazela ukuthi owakho umuzi ukuphi lana nokuthi niphephile yini? Sizwile kukhulunywa ngokuthi kunabantu abathathu la endaweni abalahlekile. Mhlawumbe ukusichazela nje ukuthi nina ekhaya mhlawumbe amanzi angene kangakanani?
Amanzi yona agcweleke endlini ngoba afika la ebefika la ngenzansi kwamadolo ekhaya, amanzi agcwele nje nodaka nje kubi nje. Nokuthi ke laba abanye abalahlekile asakazi nokuthi bazotholakala laphi abatholakala ukuze kube yimanje.
Bese nike nezwa yini ukuthi laba balahlekile mhlambe bavela kuyiphi imizi noma bavela kuziphi indawo?
Abanye bafike ngokuzosebenza ngoba abanye bebeqashile khona la endaweni, angibazi ukuthi abalaphi nendawo emakhaya.
Mhlambe ugcina ngawe nje ukusichazela ukuthi wena uhlala kuyiphi indawo lana nokuthi mhlambe kwenzakaleni njengoba nje isimo sesinje.
Mina engakusho ukuthi ngiqashe khona la ngibone nje sekukhona nje amanzi umfula nje sekuqhuma sekwenzeka yonke into. Ulwazi olunye nje ayangilwazi nami kahle.
Mhlambe ngaphandle kwemizi mhlambe kukhona yini okunye ukukhahlamezeka okwenzakalile, kakhulukazi siyabona ukuthi imigwaqo inje mhlambe noma iyona yodwa indawo ethintekile noma ikhona ezinye indawo ezahlukahlukene ngokwazi kwena?
Ikhona futhi senye UCL sibonile nakhona ukuthi amanzi esibonile gobhosi sibona amavidiyo, kodwa ukuthi nakhona aqale kanjani asaziki.
Kodwa wonke umuntu uphephile ngakuningi? Those are 2 residents from the area at Arabile. They were just informing us in terms of what actually transpired yesterday. My colleague and I, Ndlovu, are actually going to try and cross over to the other side, so perhaps just excuse the transition at this point. But we understand that in the late evening yesterday, we were told that there was a heavy rain in the area. Residents report that there was much flooding. They're not sure in terms of where that heavy flooding was actually coming from. They state that it seemed as if there's possibly a burst dam in the area. They're not sure as yet. Of course, we ourselves are also still waiting for information from the disaster teams in terms of what actually transpired. We were told that they would, of course, be quantifying the situation this morning. But in terms of what we can see here, there's still much debris that still needs to be cleaned up. A lot of homes at this particular moment have been damaged. We were told that this is not the only area here in New Hanover. There's a number of places that have also reported damage. The Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, alongside the Department of Human Settlements, stating that this is also not the only area in the province of KZN where they've received distress calls. We're told that even in the area of Ndlovu district, there's a number of distress calls that have been reported there. Of course, it was stated that there's a number of homes that have been damaged, a number of bridges that have been flooded and swept away. And we're also told that at this particular moment, there's still, of course, a bit of uncertainty in terms of whether those 3 people have been found. But at this point, what we can see, I do believe we're actually standing on top of a bridge. It wasn't swept away, but of course, there's a bit of damage from what we can see at this particular moment.
Tragic, Silethiwe, for this one. Thank you so much for giving us this update. We're going to try and just keep showing you just some of the debris and the carnage that has come through from the flowing of that, perhaps even a burst dam wall is the supposition in some cases. Of course, no official word with regards to that, so we'll try and get you the full story in that regard. Also, the 3 bodies that have been swept away, still not found as yet. No complete update in that regard. So we're really just asking everybody to be as careful as they possibly can in this time. As you can see, some major damage being caused by that water flow in that area.
Just thinking also about the local community, they imagine waking up, going to bed in one way, waking up in another, with loss and with total destruction, your life completely changed forever. We'll continue to watch those developments and also track support for the affected communities.